Hello?
Calum, work out who has the resources to do this and why. Dimitri, brief the Retrieval team. Get them down on the ground scanning for the laptop tracker. We need it back, and we need it back now.
Calum, you all right? What have we lost?
There's 5 mission-critical documents on the hard drive. Part of our weekly intel share with Six.
They're personnel files. 5 assets, all A-grade or above. They all work for multinationals. All vital to UK interests.
One of them's relevant to the partnership. Martha Ford, a high-level analyst at an oil company that was bought 5 years ago by a Russian firm. Didn't take her long to discover the corrupt policies they brought with them. Polluting, bribery, illegal drilling. But here's where it gets complicated. Minister Gavrik owns 7%.
Who recruited her?
I did, 3 years ago.
How's her product? Reliable?
AAA. She'd spy for us even if she wasn't on the payroll. She believes what she's doing is right.
Oh, very old-fashioned.
That was a red flash from GCHQ. News organisations are getting anonymous reports that we've lost a computer. It's already cropping up on the internet. The mainstream media won't report it, not without confirmation.
Jesus, that's it. Whoever has the laptop claims that they know what's on the hard drive. They're going to decrypt the files one by one and then release them.
You can break my encryption. Nice one. What was the password? 12345.
Calum.
We need to pull the assets. If they're exposed, their lives are at risk.
These are grade A's. Their value is immense. We extract them only as a last resort.
Ruth, pull whatever you can from the websites and hand it over to Tarek.
Harry, did Elena contact you?
Yes, I'm meeting her this afternoon.
What about Sasha? He threatened you, Harry. We need to talk about him.
No, we don't. Sasha? Sasha?
Dead.
Poisoned umbrella.
Classic. Cousin's giving me some pointless new detail. You're taking over surveillance coordination.
What's the detail?
Scanners picked up a suspicious call this morning. An unregistered mobile phone at our delegation hotel. They didn't say anything anyway. 10 seconds of silence. It's a complete waste of time. I'd complain if I had any pride.
Retrieval teams briefed and deployed.
I want you with them.
We're too late. John Grogan, freelance engineer, works for the Iranian government who he spies on for us. He's blown.
Contact his handler. Get him safe, bring him in.
Barely took them 3 hours to break the first files encryption.
And then the clock's ticking. We stop this before any other names are released.
Aaron. I want Martha Ford to get everything she can on Ilya Gavrik before we pull her out. We may not get this opportunity again.
We shouldn't tell her she's in danger of exposure, not until we get the intel.
Agreed. Be ready to extract her at a moment's notice if her file is released. But don't tell her the truth for now. We need to keep her focused on getting what we need.
Martha Ford?
Greenfields.
Hello, Mum. Everything okay?
Everything's fine, I just need to talk. Can you get away at lunchtime?
Okay. Which scarf do you mean?
You know, you are weirdly good at this.
Oh, come on, Mum, you're only 63.
Meeting place 5, midday.
Yeah. See you at the weekend.
Harry, who's doing this?
We don't know, but they broke highly sophisticated MI5 encryption, which would indicate a nation-state. But with no clear demands or motive, we have to assume it's an attack on MI5 itself.
I know we're spying on them, they know we're spying on them, but you have the faintest conception of what it might mean if it got out? I mean, for God's sake, Harry, Gavrik isn't exactly chuffed about the attempt on his life. How do you think he's going to take a British spy being publicly unmasked in his own bloody company? Did I fail in some way to make it clear how vital this partnership is?
Your concern for the assets themselves is touching. You'll be pleased to hear they're being brought in as we speak.
Emotional blackmail, eh, Harry? Get this squared away. My waiting room isn't big enough for all the toe-tapping ambassadors. And if this scares the Russians off, well...
Do this for me, darling.
Did you make a call to Harry Pierce?
What?
No.
What are you talking about, Sasha?
You're a spy. You have been for 30 years. Betraying our country, my father since before I was born.
What are you going to do?
Give me the phone.
What are you going to do, Sasha?
No, just give me the phone. Leave the hotel now. Don't come back until this evening.
Sasha. Don't put yourself in danger.
You put me in danger and you became a traitor. Now you're making me one too.
Mr. Grogan? John? Grogan's dead. Strangled, recently. The Iranians got to him before we did.
I need you to change the crime scene, make it look like a suicide. If it's reported as a murder, it'll confirm he's a spy and take the story straight to the front pages.
He's got other injuries.
Will be found out at the post-mortem. We have a sympathetic pathologist at the Home Office for times like this.
Understood.
Call me.
Hi. I heard about that computer. I'm not an MI.
I need you to do something for me. Look below you as if you've dropped something. It's a data spike.
What do you want me to do with it?
Minister Gavrik, you're a shareholder. We have a situation developing and urgently need intel on him. We need his protected files. You just need to log on as Gavrik and the spike will do the work.
How long will it take?
It's hard to say. It depends on the size of the data.
I'm really not that brave, you know.
You're a lot braver than you think.
Oh, this could really hurt them, could it?
Yes, it could. Martha, this is the right thing to do. Trust me.
All right, then.
Thank you.
Hey, what the hurry? Is it payday already?
A mobile call from the hotel. I traced the number dialed. Jake Walter Limited. A timber merchant. It must be a shell. A contact substation. I think someone at that hotel called MI5.
You traced the phone.
No signal. Whoever has it must have stripped it or destroyed it already. I'm telling Kuzin now.
Hey, wait. Take this away from you. It's too big. If we brought in a traitor, huh? There might be a medal in it.
Do you need a medal for Sashi Ilyich? Borrow one of your old man's. It's against procedure.
Cousin won't care when we bring that bad guy right to his door.
You rich kids get bored so easily. 24 hours, then we report it. See what else you can get on this. I'll find the mobile. Keylog should tell us who was in the hotel at the time of the call. Shouldn't be difficult. Might even be fun.
You go first. Check it's clear. Turn right, take the fast stairs. I'll meet you by the car in 10 minutes.
Martha,
Andre, there you are. We need to talk about Baranzel.
you'll have to wait. Do you know Minister Gavrik?
No, nice to meet you, Minister.
Martha is my best analyst.
Why don't you join us, Martha? I'd love to hear your opinion on a couple of things.
Of course.
No way. We made cleaning routes inside and outside the building.
The source had someone waiting and watching.
Well, if that's true, they could have taken photos. If they published them.
Well, it was a short career. Have to go back to making a decent salary.
We're being framed. They release Grogan's details, watch as the Iranians kill him, then make us look like the culprits. It's a direct attack on MI5.
We have to try and contain the story. Convince print and broadcast to sit on it.
I don't think that's going to work. Martha Ford's details have just hit the web.
Question is, how are we going to improve forecasting in that region?
Well, I would still advise moving towards a disaggregated approach. Excuse me. That's my grandmother's nursing home. Do you mind if I... Hello?
Black ribbon, don't give your response. You were on the computer and your file has been exposed online. Exit plan glimmer, do you understand?
A fall. Are you sure she's all right?
That's good, don't worry, I'm coming for you.
Yes, of course. Right away.
Is everything all right?
My grandmother's had a fall. I mean, I really...
Of course. Please, give her my best wishes.
Thank you. I'm so sorry.
Minister.
She's a spy.
We issue a D notice, blanket press injunction. Stamp this out through the courts.
It'll look like an admission of guilt. And it won't affect the web.
No sign of Martha, she's not answering her phone either. Anything your end?
No, the Russians can't have got to her that fast.
The Iranians got to Grogan quick enough. She's not safe out there on her own.
Well, she's planning on running. She'll need her
passport. Martha, it's Karen. Martha? Get away from me!
You lied to me! That man is dead, Karen. That could have been me.
We had to try and get intel from Gavrik. We were going to pull you right out of the meeting. No, you've been seen. We need to get out of here.
Maybe I should take my chances. I mean, it can't get any worse.
I'm here to protect you, I promise. You need to do exactly as I say. Come on.
got it.
What?
I pulled a hidden address from one of the source's emails to the BBC. No, they're daisy-chaining email accounts together, sending one from another to another. Working back through the chains will take days.
Whoa, what are you getting out your pram for? I'm the one who took the kicking. Then again, if you hadn't used preschool encryption, maybe we'd be all right.
Calum. Listen, I know a lot of people like you. Piss takers. You drift through school, you drift into a great job, and everything's so easy, it all just seems like a joke.
Look, pal, I wasn't born with a silver spoon
You
in my
didn't
mouth.
have to be. Because you were clever and full of yourself, that's fine, but what I'm saying is I had to prove everybody wrong to make it here. My teachers, the recruiters, my parents. So when something goes wrong, I give a shit, okay?
Anatoly, that phone you wanted me to look out for. I got a signal.
You okay? Someone's attacking our security systems by leaking our assets, putting them in danger. But don't worry, you'll be safe here, okay? No one knows about this place but me.
No, I had the intel, Karen.
What?
Gavrick's files were on that spike, but I dumped it before I left.
Why?
Because you lied to me. You know, I'd seen the news. Why the hell am I going to risk getting caught with it now?
Forget about it, okay? It's gone.
Well, where are you going?
To fix this. Just stay here. I'll be back for you in a couple of hours. I promise. Here.
Who else knows I asked you to monitor a phone?
No one, sir. Just me.
I found the address for the shell company. There's nothing there.
I found the mobile.
At the hotel?
Yeah, room 216.
What?
Sorry. Room 416. Junior delegation aide, Shikov.
Great, so what now?
I'll follow him. We don't need both of us for that.
Okay.
Find out where Mrs. Gavrick's bodyguard is.
I'm afraid we don't have very much time.
When did we ever? Thank you, Harry. To be working for you again.
Elena, you're not working for me.
What?
Someone is posing as me.
The messages. They were your words. Whoever wrote them knows about us. Knows everything.
What did they ask you? What did you tell them?
They wanted to know about the partnership deal. Harry, I told them everything. I know. I thought it was you. I'm sorry.
Have you called it in?
The moment I suspected you were covering for her, Cousin and the team are on their way.
You're lying. You're scared of my father, like everyone else. You'd have to be sure before you started making accusations against his wife.
Sasha knows about me.
I know. He came to see me.
He believes he's Ilya's son. I cannot destroy that.
What sort of a person is he?
He's like you. In some ways.
I'm sorry.
Who could it be, Harry, who could know so much about us?
I have an idea. I should go.
Harry, I regret many things, but not the way that Sasha came to me. Never that.
P.S.
When you're finished with my mother, come to the backstage corridor.
Who's that?
His name is Anatoly Erkunov. I have known him since I was 17. You killed him. He saw you with my mother. He was going to report it. I had to stop him. If you left her alone, like I said, he'd still be alive.
Sasha, I have not been running Elena.
Bullshit.
Someone is posing as me, and it's in all our interests to find out who. I need Elena's help for that, and yours too.
You're going to help me clear this up. There's no one else I can ask. It's just you and me, Harry.
Did you see her? What happened?
I want you to look into Jim Cover for me.
You want me to investigate a CIA deputy director?
I believe he's the one posing as me. You'll have to do it through back channels, tiptoe.
So that's it? We're really not going to talk about any of this.
This?
Sasha. He's your son. You're totally compromised in dealing with the Gavricks. Even you must see that.
A short relationship led to a child. Circumstances have prevented me from being involved in his life. It happens every day. If I'm emotionally compromised, I have been for 30 years.
I didn't say emotionally compromised.
There's nothing to be done. There never has been. I've tried. Ruth, you're the only one I can turn to. Look into Jim Cover for me. Reserve your judgment for now.
Of course. I know my role. It's dependable, Ruth. I can live with that if I'm truly in your confidence, but if I'm not... I'll start on Cover immediately.
Tarek, are we any closer to finding out who's doing this?
Okay, I've worked back through one of the emails chains. We have the source's root address. We can't track them, but we can talk to them.
Can't we send them someone to find out where they are?
I could hide a worm in a file, slip it underneath their firewall.
Yeah, but we still need them to open the file and send it on again to trace it, and there's no reason they'd do that.
Unless we send them something they couldn't resist.
Uh-oh. The Admiral has a plan.
You're threatening the source with rendition, black site imprisonment, and withdrawing state medical care from their children.
Yes, I thought that was rather a nice touch.
Look, we're running out of time, all right? These people are out to get us. Why not give them the mother load?
But if he takes the bait, the worm embeds and we're inside his computer.
This has an official seal on it. If it doesn't lead us to them, they can still publish it, and we've just made the situation 10 times worse.
Well, hands can't get much dirtier, can they?
It'll just have to work.
I think it kind of has. They've sent the document on. It's appearing on the web. The worm should be burrowing as we speak.
Comms protocol's coming online. I'm inside. We have an IP address. They're in Okinawa, Oslo, Honduras, Benin.
They're randomly hijacking IP addresses. We can't trace them.
Okay, you're in their computer. Access their files. Something must tell us where they are.
No good. Everything's encrypted.
Wait, if we're in their computer, we might be able to launch programs like webcam drivers. You pulled the plug.
Get that image back now.
Running face recog.
It's Victor Elliott, ex-MI5. He went private in Iraq, but started cutting corners, so we closed him down.
He set up a new company, offices in Battersea.
Have Erin meet me there.
Harry Pierce himself. Back in the good books, eh?
I had one just like that, until it got stolen.
I didn't steal it, actually. It was delivered to me by an anonymous benefactor. I just did the rest.
And a man is dead because of it.
That's on you. You should have pulled the assets the minute the news broke.
This is all a bit OTT, isn't it? Just because we shut down your grubby little operation.
I can see why they knighted you. I can't tell if you're lying or if you really don't know.
Don't know what?
My operation in Iraq was clean, but we still got put out of business. Then 3 months later, another company wins all my old contracts. The company happens to be advised by the husband of a very charming lady who's very senior in the British intelligence community.
What a wonderful story. Twists, turns, even a hero we can root for. But back to the matter in hand. You're going to confess that it was all a hoax. You're going to state for the record that John Grogan and Martha Ford are not, nor ever were, MI5 assets. Do that and avoid prison.
Forget it.
The alternative is you're tried as an accessory to the murder of John Grogan.
You'll never make that stick.
Quite certain of that, are you? I'm delighted to report that Victor Elliott has had his road to Damascus moment. Check the web. He's confessed. He made the whole thing up.
It's already coming through.
Sadly, it's not all good news. He insists he didn't steal our laptop, says it was gifted by persons unknown.
Oh, so he's a stooge. Someone wanted to hurt us, knew Elliot had a grudge. They let him do the dirty work.
Which makes identifying them a priority. What did you get on Jim Cover?
Well, nothing yet. I mean, if you could give me more to go on.
I have faith in you, Ruth. What did you make of his tale of skullduggery in the higher reaches of the service?
Well, it sounds kind of plausible. You?
Well, I'm sure every word of it is true.
So what do we do?
We'll keep that for a rainy day, shall we?
Harry, we should talk. The analyst, she is missing. Ran when her file was published. Right past me, in fact. How do you explain that?
I have no idea.
She is a spy. My personal files were stolen less than half an hour before she disappeared. But without hard proof, we don't have to make a scandal of it. We want this partnership to succeed. However, we must be able to sit at the negotiating table and not look like fools.
What are you driving at, Ilya?
Cut links with your spy. Destroy her records. Make sure the story holds. I hate loose ends, Harry. The analyst, she is a loose end.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to...
I know. Dimitri and Martha Ford's gone. Says someone over to her house and inform the airport. I'll call you back. Martha, it wasn't safe for you to leave here. You went back for it.
Is it over?
It's over. We recovered the computer. The whole story was a hoax.
Well, can I go back to work?
No, the Russians still suspect you. Hoax or not, you still went AWOL when the file was published. That's hard to explain.
So what happens next?
Here. It's all we could raise without going through official channels.
You're burning me.
The Russians are watching. If they detect a link between you and us, it will confirm their suspicions. It is better for you if we just break all contact now.
No, better for me or better for you?
It'll be safer this way, trust me.
You've worn that word out, Karen. I mean, you're telling me I'll be safer without your protection. I mean, that is a pretty impressive double
If you
think.
go on and live a normal life from now on, they'll leave you alone,
No, what's to stop them coming after me if what you say is wrong? You lied to me. You put me in danger. I've lost my job, and now you're leaving me to the mercy of the people I've been spying on for years. Now, there is another option. I could tell everyone the truth.
You signed the Official Secrets Act. You tell the truth and you'll go to prison.
You promised you'd protect me.
I'm sorry.
For 3 years, Karen! I've risked everything for you!
My name's not Karen and I don't know who you are.
Ne'er saw I, never felt a calm so deep.
There's still a CIA man who can quote Wordsworth. Perhaps everything is going to be all right after all.
Yeah, I thought it was Springsteen.
Thank you for coming, Jim. You followed the intel leak we had, I take it?
Yeah.
Responsibility for the theft still unresolved. We've been unable to trace them. This is the only image we have. Wondered if you'd be good enough to run it through your databases?
As of today, intelligence sharing protocols between the US and the UK are under review. The chiefs are too worried about your situation with the Russians, and I bank on that being permanent if this deal goes through.
Still looking for our laptop thieves?
If Elliot didn't steal it, who did? If you tell me to go home, I'll just set up a secure connection there and run this all night.
Go home.
You so nerdy you don't like the taste of beer? Could blow a week's wages and buy us one. Talk you through the basics of data encryption.
Now I'm working from home tonight, geeking it up. Later in the week?
If I can fit you in, pal.
Don't get mugged on the way home.
I burnt Martha Ford. Calum's analysing the data she got.
What are your feelings about whiskey?
I don't have any. Feelings, I mean. About whiskey.
My instructor told me something when I was in training. There are two kinds of sacrifice that spies have to make. The first is to give yourself completely. Risk our lives. I know you've accepted that. Second is more difficult. The sacrifice of others. To ask people we care about to give themselves completely. To send them to their possible deaths. I've ruined the lives of people I care about. It's part of what we do. Not many have the strength to do what you did today. You could be one of them. The brightest and the best.
I hope so. I better get going. If my daughter wakes up and I'm not there, she can't sleep.
She's 5, isn't she?
Yes. You have 2 kids, right? You know, I don't agree with you. I don't think you have to give everything. I think you can have a normal life, a family, and do this. I have to believe that.
Requesting a secure point-to-point connection from home to my Thames House terminal. Yeah, Masood Tariq. Baby? Where did you come from? Emergency contact. I need to speak to Harry Pierce, Section D. No, now, right now. Identification code green 61 double. I'll call back 1 second. What? No. No!
Pierce.
Switchboard here, sir. We received a partial emergency contact a few minutes ago from one of your team, Tariq Masood.
Partial.
He rang off, didn't give a complete identification code. We confirmed the call was from his phone, but that phone has since gone dark.
Get a team to his house immediately.
Sorry.
Where to, Dad?
No back.
Tariq, what is it? What's happened? Tariq? Shit. Tariq? Can you hear me? Tariq, stay with me. Stay with me. Tariq?